Is this Fabian?
Hey, Zeb. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing, man?
Good, mate. Good, good. Sorry, I hope it's not too noisy. I'm in the airport right now.
It's okay. It's okay. Where is your friend, Nakian?
I Zheng, you should be here in 1 second. I text him. I was just talking to him. You should be good now. Where are
Yeah.
you
Are
based,
you
sir?
are you flying around or what are you doing?
Oh yeah. I'm flying to visit a friend right now in the Netherlands, and then I'm going to China pretty soon after that for a day or two, and then
So
back to London.
you will meet Nakian, right?
Yeah. In China.
All right. All right. How you doing?
Sorry.
How you doing in general? Everything
Yeah,
going well on your own side?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I've just had a few weeks off of a road trip in the US.
All right.
So I'm
All
feeling
right.
pretty nice and relaxed.
Great
Ready to
to
get
hear
back at it.
that. Hello, Nakian.
Amazing.
Can
Your
Hi.
mic's muted,
Yes.
so there.
right
Hi. Nice to
now.
meet you.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. Everyone can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, great guys. Okay, so guys, you showed interest on raising capital for your own hedge fund. As you have already mentioned to me, Nikan, you are managing 30 million right now in asset management, and you have already been in the industry for the last 7 years. I think maybe the best way to start this call with is just to give me a better background on you guys, on what you have already done so far with the firm, and before the end of the call, if there is any potential collaboration. So I will make sure to share the next few steps from there.
Sure, sounds good. Zheng, you wanna give the intro?
You first or I first?
You can go first.
Okay. Okay. So hi, I'm Zheng, and I'm based in Beijing, and also I'm Chinese. And I start to trade at 19 years old, and when I was in college, and then I started to trade commodity and stock in Chinese market, and then in 2018 I jumped into the crypto space and start to trade crypto, and until now, and currently there are 20 employees in our teams, and we run arbitrage and option and CTA and multi-factor and so on. So, and also we plan to develop HFT strategy in next several months. So, and also I am the portfolio manager of CTA. So there are two roles. So for me, there are two roles in our team: founder and CTA portfolio manager. And yeah, that's all. That's all.
That's
Yeah.
absolutely great, man. Thanks for sharing that. What about you, Fabian? Can you give me a quick intro on you, if it will be possible?
Sure, of course. So I'm Fabian. I've been in crypto since about 2020. Um, I started out doing ICOs, all this sort of stuff. Did pretty well. Started VC with that capital, which now still operates a holding company. I did that throughout university. Then towards the end of uni, I co-founded a market maker, which did really well. It was the fastest growing MM in the space for a good 2 years. Left because the main founder, he had some moral discrepancies, let's say. I decided to find somewhere better. Found Zheng and been working with him since the top of this. So to give a bit more light on where we are as a fund, I think Zheng mentioned already, we are 30 million AUM. It's about half capital from our PMs and about half for friendly funds that we're managing. We don't actually have a full fund structure set up. That's something that's now happening pretty soon. And effectively, we want to gear up and raise quite a significant amount of capital compared to what we're currently managing. And just to have some context as well on how we shape and package our strategies within the fund. Zheng mentioned the individual strategies. We do run them right now as two main SPs, separate sort of portfolio structures. One of them is like a USD multi-strap. So we effectively have full freedom to use our defined strategies. And if we decide to add new ones, we can do that. For the HFT to trade, we target their stable returns, so around 20+ % per year with not too high of a drawdown. And that's on US dollar investments. And it's something with our track record that we have been able to match pretty consistently since inception. We've never had a down year. prop capital's returned very well, and the multi-strat should return around 20% a year at least. Should be pretty good. So that one's quite appealing for most investors, whether it's institutional, family offices, high net worths, whatever it may be. The second one that we're doing is our Bitcoin margined fund portfolio, which effectively we use Bitcoin margin CTA, Bitcoin margin options trading, and Bitcoin margin arbitrage, as well as potentially some on-chain yield strategies to earn yield on BTC. Sounds really interesting because current yield sources for BTC tend to be in the low single-digit percentages. We should be able to get anywhere from like 15 to 25% on that if all goes to plan, based on our track record. So that one's pretty interesting as well, because if you know any large BTC holders are looking to augment, to increase their Bitcoin holdings while staying exposed, that one's pretty interesting. So that's kind of the two main things we're going for. One's for people that already hold Bitcoin. One's for investors that are just looking for some good alpha.
Great. Thanks for sharing that, guys. And what was the return for the last 3 months?
Last 3 months.
Exactly.
Which one strategy?
In general, have you been in positive overall?
So for the arbitrage, the yearly return for last 3 months is around 12 to 15%.
Okay.
And also for the CTA, last 3 months. Sorry, I forgot the exact number, so I can check it out after meeting. So, and also for the option strategy in BTC margin, it would like 15%.
15%.
Yeah, yearly return.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's annualized, by the way. So
Yeah.
That's the annually. I'm talking about the last 3 months. If you have any metric on it, it would be absolutely makes sense if you can send that over the call. All right.
Sure. Yeah. What's the relevance regarding last 3 months specifically? We can get all that packaged up to you and send.
Yeah. No worries. If you can take a note on that, so I can take a look on it after the call. All right, great. And right now, how many existing clients do you have?
So around 10. Around 10.
And the clients that you currently have, is it like from the UK market, US, from which country is they coming from? It's like offshore, global market?
So the existing 10 clients, majority of them is based in Asia. Yeah.
Okay, and what the average check size that they have already invested with you?
Like quite different. It's quite different.
Yeah. It'd be like 1.5 mil, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how much outside capital do you have if you have like 10 clients today? So you have like a lot of your own capital inside the fund, correct?
Yeah, it's about half, so 15 mils between the PMs.
Okay.
And then 15 from external clients.
All right, so 15 million external. Okay, and since you have already started the fund, 7 years ago, have you already lost any clients since then?
Yeah. But actually, it's not our duty. So it's not about our performance. So it's about maybe they have something. They change their mind. Like if in the past several cycles, if the market turned to bearish and some clients would to quit the crypto space and jump into other financial industry. So it's not about performance, our performance. Yeah.
Okay, but when is that happening with you, or that's going on in your own fund? Are you getting like more pressure, or is it like it's completely fine because the return can actually cover the redemption in that management?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine for us. Yeah.
All right, got it. Understood. And right now, what the biggest challenge that you are facing right now in your own firm?
Biggest challenge. um, I think it's hard to say a challenge. I think the biggest priority for us is to build a track record based on the legal structure. You know, in the past several years, we didn't run our strategy on a legal structure. It's just on a SMA structure. So I think the biggest priority for us is to build a trust. And
Okay, but
then,
you have already converted the fund right now. You have converted the SMA to a regulated fund right now, correct?
yeah.
Okay, and you have already built the track record because you have already been in the industry for the last 7 years. What you have originated for return, you can show that to the investors that you have already done that, correct?
Yeah.
So it's not about the track record as I can see right here. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the one thing is reaching investors outside of crypto. Like, right now it is purely trust based, right? Like, we can show them track records from our trading and pulled from the accounts we traded on. But in the end, they just have to take their word for it. We don't have an auditor that's willing to stamp off on SMA trades. In fact, no auditors do that. So the one thing is that once we have a legal structure, it becomes fully scalable. Because once we have a track record, it's audited by, for example, PwC and is in a fully legal structure, then we can pretty quickly snowball if we're doing well. And we can reach institutional capital within crypto, outside of crypto, whatever it may be. It's just like some investors are fine without that rubber stamping, and some aren't. So yeah,
But how many investors are you getting upfront each month?
I mean, we've been pretty steady. We're not really targeting that many new ones, right, Zhang? Since inception, like the way we have existing investors is almost by accident. Zheng was trading with the team at some trading competitions, and they performed very well. So the investors kind of come over and just say, "Oh, can you manage our capital for us?" So we haven't actually been. We don't really have a massive outbound strategy, and I think like the main priority, especially where you can help, like you have access to meta markets, which is something that we've obviously been targeting quite, or obviously thinking at least about going quite heavy on. We don't have that much of it in men ourselves. We across the world, but it's just now that like once we're setting this fund up, we just kind of really want to ramp up on the investor outreach, and that sort of side of things. So I guess that's like the main priority that's relevant with respect to where you can help.
Yeah, got it. But when you say you want to ramp up, in which way you want to ramp up it?
Basically, we just want more reach where we don't have it. Like we can't really reach that far into the MENA region. We don't have anyone on the team that's familiar with investors around there, and other regions actually as well. Just the fact is we want to get ourselves in front of more investors.
Got it. So you right now you are measuring 30 million. As you have already mentioned to me, Nikon, you are looking to raise 50 million with the next year, right?
Yeah. At least.
At least. So right now you are measuring 30 million, but 50 millions you are measuring externally, 50 millions your own money on the BBM's money. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So in fact, you are measuring only 50 million today. Externally, I mean, you understand?
Yeah, I knew. So you mean 50 million is it's hard to reach for us, you mean?
No. I mean, now, are you with me, Fabian? Are you here? You hanging out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now I'm talking about the structures that you currently have, correct? You have 30 million right now invested in management, correct?
Yeah.
50 million external capital. You have them from investors. 50 million from your own money and the BBM's money. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so basically you are only managing 50 million external capital. That's it.
Yeah, externally, exactly.
Exactly. Okay, I will be completely honest with you guys. You guys are actually going in slow motion. I will be completely honest with you. 15 million, you have already been in the industry for the last 7 years. I mean, I have already seen funds who reaching 50 million in 6 months. You got it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it took you time to actually work on the trading strategy. Maybe it could be that, right?
Look, Ziad, we haven't started fundraising. Right? Like we don't have an apparatus for that. There hasn't been much outbound. Zhang's been talking, but quite like how do you say it? Well, not very seriously in Asia. It's mainly like friends, people that we know. Like it's not something that we've had like a large strategy or focus on. It's something that we want to start focusing on now that we're opening the fund side. Like the last 7 years, we haven't really operated as a fund, and Zheng hasn't really had much desire to scale up external capital massively. So that's just so you understand the full picture. Yes, we have been moving in slow motion, and yeah, in the last 7 years, we could have probably raised a lot more. But that's something that we're very willing and ready and planning to change quite soon.
Got it. Understood. I mean, have you already seen anyone in the markets who has already raised more capital than you for the last 7 years? It may be that you have already seen, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay, and the fee structure that you currently have, is it 220?
Yeah, super. I mean, currently, actually, we're trading with SMAs. We're only doing kind of varies per client. It's more negotiable there. But we haven't been doing management fees. It's been carry based purely almost. It's hard to organize in managed accounts management fee. But what we're doing for this fund structure is 220.
220.
Yeah.
Okay, what you made in revenue for the last year?
Revenue about, what was it, Zheng, from external capital, like 500, 600K?
It depends on which strategy.
Yeah, just in total, like money
Yeah.
the company's put in, about 500, 600K.
Okay, and you have already seen others who has already raised more capital for the last 7 years. Do you have a number on how much they are managing? The same ones who are actually doing the same strategies as you?
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch in the space. There's a pretty low cap in crypto. Like you're seeing ones that operate through SMAs. Like most of them are in the region of sort of AUM to like 200, 300 mil, something like that. There's more specialty products, obviously, that do differently, especially the DeFi ones. But like around that, like you'll see, it's pretty attainable for us, especially with like a few high net worth investors, to reach like the 200 mil AUM mark.
Okay. So
Beyond that, we're probably going to need to scale outside of crypto investors, but like that's at least what I've seen is pretty manageable. And Zheng, you mentioned as well, you know, a bunch of Chinese hedge funds that have around that 200, 300 million mark, right?
yeah. So 200 million, and they are charging 220. So how much they are making?
I mean, let's say they're averaging 20%. They are making, what is it? So about, and then about 12 mil a year, something like that, or 16.
12 million per year,
12,
right?
12 mil a year, yeah, something like that.
Okay, so you made last year 560K. They made like 12 million, around like 11 million, 500K.
Yeah,
The difference.
yeah.
So from what you can see, what the difference between you and them exactly?
We haven't tried to raise external capital.
So what the main
significantly?
thing, what the main things that they are doing today in raising capital?
Zheng, you'd probably be better to answer that. What do you think the main thing that our competitors are doing to raise capital is that we're doing differently?
It's a big question. So, the first thing is that, so for the same strategy like arbitrage, so the average, the return is, so I mean, the return is like 15% for everyone. So if you can do well in detail, so you can maybe earn actual 3 or 5% return every year. So I think it depends on the can you how to say, whether or
Yeah,
not you can.
I'm talking about the capital rising, about what they have already done in the capital rising that you have not done. Understand?
Yeah, I understand. I don't think so. Nothing.
They haven't
Yeah.
done anything in the capital rising.
In what? They have
As
been
in,
giving.
as in for raising capital, Zheng, like what is it they've been doing? What's their strategy been? I know you've mentioned some of them, like the high flyer guys. They're subsidiaries of a larger hedge funds that has a lot of AUM already.
Mhm.
What else would you say? Where are most of the investors coming from for our competitors, and how are they raising that capital?
Uh, uh, um, sorry, I don't totally understand what you are saying.
Oh, I can text you real quick.
Okay.
I mean, no worries, guys. We can skip it to the next question right here. It does not matter at all, guys. I mean, as I can see right here, my team, they have already done a research on your own name on Google search, as they couldn't find anything right there on the Google search. It's a big issue if you are looking to raise capital. You understand? Maybe you are aware of that, Fabian, right?
Yeah, we have a PR strategy that we're planning to deploy at some point. The only issue is right now it's pretty expensive, and it's something that we're kind of trying to home bake a bit more right now. We don't have much presence at all, and we've never really focused on it. We do have some PR partners we're planning to work with to kind of roll out pretty big. The
Yeah.
thing is, we do want to close some capital before that, ideally from some friendly LPs, so that we can just cover the PR costs from
Okay.
these guys.
What the BR strategies that you are looking to use right here?
Effectively, a few things we're going to do: founder-led branding, obviously ramp up on socials significantly, push more PR and collaboration on our research. We've done a lot of research. We're pretty heavy on that, so that's like pretty ample material. Going to do more appearances, whether it's spaces, podcasts, news placements. News side is quite big. We want to work with a PR team that can get us a lot of exposure to media, and sort of interviews, thoughts, opinions, like this sort of stuff. Um, and then obviously figure out like all the PR, marketing, and like outlets, distribution channels, basically for anything big we want to push, whether it's like an announcement or some research piece, whatever it may be. Yeah, kind of full encompassing. We want to go at it from every angle we can.
Yes. How much it will cost you to do that?
We're looking, I believe, at like 27 grand a quarter, something like that.
Per quarter
Yes.
to push it all, right?
Yeah. To cover all of this, it's with these guys, Luna PR. You might know them. They're pretty good in this space. They have a lot of leverage.
So when you will start to work with them?
We wanted to close some. We wanted to get some capital in first, just so we can cover that cost, and it doesn't have to come out of Zhang's pocket.
Okay, understood. So is it like they are not looking to raise capital for you? Is it like it's more about the presence, right?
Yeah. Like as a side sort of thing, they have like some pretty good like meta access and stuff like that. Like they said, they can intro some LPs and they have some good ones in the network, but it's not as a service.